Right, another day of fun and excitement in the arena. Adam Warlock, how you doing? Parasite, Rio. It's been a while since I seen you, Rio. How you doing? What is new and exciting? All right, let's get this show on the road. So we got the featured done. Got a pretty decent start for the summer trials, and we're gonna just go through the basic arena currently, get that done, and yeah, and see where we are from there. I suppose. So how's everybody doing? How's the week? How's work? It's okay. I would be streaming. So this is the second week where I've been starting at 5 in the morning. Starting work at 5, which I don't mind. I'm done at 1:30 p.m. So then I've got pretty much the rest of the day to do whatever I want. But what ends up happening is I'm finished at 1:30. I go and lay in my bed at like 1:45, and then I'm sleeping until 3 p.m. So I've got all day to do whatever, but unfortunately the whatever ends up just being sleeping. I think I need to get to bed earlier. It's the problem because I'm still I'm getting up at 3, but I'm going to bed at the same kind of time I would have been when I was getting up like later in the day. So yeah, doing good. Just been busy with Axe Out. How's that coming along? Are you enjoying it? All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't like these Sinister Six fights. I think it's not the fights. It's the same opponents over and over and over. And it just gets annoying after a while. And I think we've got these for a while yet. So, ugh. But yeah, I think if I could probably get to bed earlier, finish the workday at 1:30, and like watch TV for an hour or hour and a half, I could be streaming at like 3 in the afternoon for 2 hours. But like I said, I finished work and I ended up napping for a while, so no streaming during the week at all. This Monday though I'm not working, so I might stream kind of like the time I normally would, like when arenas reset. So I might do that. And then tomorrow, I think I'm gonna get some videos done. I've got a bunch of recordings for level ups, and also the recordings from Variant 8, because I wanted to put up a video series of that. So, and that's just basically going to be the streams without the voice from the stream, and just basically all the fights to music. And yeah, and I think I'll probably speed it up a little bit. So each video would probably be about 15. Oh, I don't want to do that. Each video would probably be about 15 minutes to half an hour. And yeah, all my struggles will be right there to see, and you don't have to worry about all of the nonsense of whatever I was talking about in chat at the time. We're not used to going to bed early. I know. I think if I were like sleeping by 9:30, I think I'd be fine. To get up at 3, work to 1:30, and then just go to bed at 9 again. But unfortunately, that's just not what's happening. This level up, I think I will reach 12k prestige. One more. Ooh, nice. And who are you going to do? Oh, and I am absolutely going to do Mole Man to rank 3. And it's not actually because I want him at rank 3. It's because of resources. I'm really close to having a 3rd skill T5CC. And I do not want T5CC in overflow. Because if it ends up in overflow, then I feel like I've got to, which in a sense, that's what's happening anyways. But then I really feel like I absolutely have to rank someone up, where it wouldn't necessarily be somebody that I would want to rank up. Whereas in Mole Man's case, I don't use him enough to really see having him at rank 3. But for the skill champions that I have at rank 2, he makes the most sense to take to rank 3. So whenever we get a skill advancement, he is absolutely going up to rank 3. But again, it's not because of him for use. It's just because of resources, having too many. And then also I'm just trying to make sure I'm not in overflow of too many T2A or T5B as well. So that will help with that. And then I opened some T4CC earlier, just trying to get Cosmic to take Kamala Khan to rank, the 4-star to rank 5 for the Inhuman Challenge for Volume 1, for the Karina Challenges. And when I did that, I was getting every T4CC other than Cosmic, of course. And then, so now I'm maxed out on Skill T4CC. So maxed out on Skill T4CC, almost at 3 Skill T5CC. And then I've got a bunch of T2A and overflow. So yeah, that all needs to get spent. And then Mole Man would make the most sense because he'll, one rank up will get a lot of those resources used up. So yeah. Taking Ma up for defense? Okay. I was actually going to take Mole Man up for defense too. I'm taking him regardless, but he was going to go on defense because they had a list of who they wanted as rank 3s on defense, but then somebody already has it. Although, actually, let me just check because I don't know if anybody actually places him, but somebody has him as a rank, well, sure, lots of people have him as a rank 3, but I don't remember seeing him as one of our defenders. So let's see here. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, unless I'm just totally missing it, I don't see him as a defender. Because especially with me running suicides, he wouldn't be a bad option at all. Probably take out Domino, because she would probably be the worst one on the team. So I think everybody on my team is R3 for defense. Yeah, and Mole Man is nobody's place. Oh no, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so he is being placed. He's at SIG 40 already, so it'll push mine to 12k. Other champs are unduped at R3, but they didn't help me in Prestige. Yeah. Kitty Strikes by 29, Surfer, Diablo, Doom, Hitmonkey, Doom, Shang-Chi, Corvus. None of them duped. Oh, okay. I took Doom to rank 3 unduped. Spidey 2099. I don't think I'm going to take him to rank. I was really going back and forth for Spidey 2099. Well, I was going back and forth to use the 3 to 4 gem on Cap IW or not. Yesterday got hurt from 7-1. Nice. I didn't use him. I did use him a fair bit for 7-4, but not. I could have absolutely used him more. And I would think for the earlier parts of Act 7, he'd be quite good for sure. I wanted to use Kitty more, but for 7-4, but I didn't use her very much. I think I'm at the point now where most of my rank 3s are duped. Because for quite a while I only had 3 rank 3s duped. Cap IW, Corvus, and Aegon, I think were the only ones. But that was probably also when I had like 3 or 6 rank 5s. Not sure how many I have currently. But the one champion I want the most duped is Ghost. I'm not going to use a generic gem. Definitely use a tech gem. The only other champion that... and I wouldn't use him very much, but the only other tech champion that I would see using a tech gem on would be Guardian. If I had more... no, I still wouldn't do him over Ghost. But if I had more Sig Stones, I could contemplate doing him. But yeah, I don't see where I would use him very much. Should I 100% 7-1 or go for 7-2? I would. It depends. Like I'm a little bit OCD, so I like to get everything done before I move on. So I would go. I don't know if I would like as things come out. That's how I do it. But if I were like catching up, I don't know if that's what I would do or not. I don't know if I would go through and do completion and then come back and work my way through exploration. But like for example, like when 8.1 drops, usually for completion, unless there's something like the completion offer or the rewards from completion, unless it's something that is really impactful, I'll just work my way through exploration. Like so usually for the monthly EQ, I'll just go quest by quest. I won't go through, do a completion, and go back for exploration. I'll just work my way through and then leave the last quest and just get that all done and then exploration's done. So now for 7.4, I went through and did completion and then went back. But in that case, I did that specifically for that offer, the completion offer. If the completion offer wasn't what it was, I would have absolutely just gone through, done quest by quest, and worked my way up through exploration. George, how you doing? How's your Saturday coming along? How is the Saturday coming along for you? Don't worry, I won't put you guys through that. It's not even like I can sing. I don't know why I'm pretending. Nimrod is worth a gem for sure. Oh yeah? Okay. Yeah, I would have liked to have him as a 6-star. I would have definitely taken to... Well, I'll take pretty much anybody to rank 2. Actually, I'm going to rank 2 Anti-Venom. I think there was somebody else I had in mind for rank 2 as well. Ooh, I can't remember. So, all of my 6-star... Well, no, Anti-Venom I want ranked because of Volume 2 challenges. Mole Man is because of resources, and there was somebody else I was going to rank, and it was going to be because of resources. I don't remember who it was, though. But yeah, most of my ranks right now are not actually champions that I necessarily want at whatever rank. It's just because I need to use the resources. Oh, Vision. I'm going to take him to rank 2. But in that case, that is also for use, because I kind of want to run, in War, I want to run Vision, Hercules, and Cap IW. And I think it could go quite well. Because Hercules would be good for the where you can't stun them, so long as you've got 1 feat completed. Vision would be good for the ones where I need power control. And Cap IW I wouldn't necessarily use too much, but it's good for him with the synergies for Hercules and Vision. Cap IW I could see using if there were mystics on minis. Well, no, the one mini is Hazard Ship, so that wouldn't work very well. Maybe it would, because you could definitely play Cap with just parry heavy mainly, but his heavy is 3 hits, so the likelihood of him getting one of those debuffs on him would be pretty high. But yeah, I kind of want. I've been running Ultron, Warlock, and Claire as my war attack team for quite a while, but I do want to try this other team. But Vision right now, he's not even maxed out at rank 1. So the last time I tried the OG Vision as a 5-star, and it didn't go too well. I think I lost him on my very first fight with him. I don't know if AOU? Yeah, Age of Ultron. I think he would work okay. Oh, you know what I kind of want to see here? I want to see if I do this. Okay, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure. So, yeah, activating protection, then the damage transfer back to me isn't as much. So, not bad. Okay. Alright. I have 2 things to tell you, good and bad. Which one should I start with? Which one do you prefer? I'm thinking of getting suicides, to be honest. If you're planning to do a lot of arena, then yeah, I think so. If you're not, I don't really see running suicides without arena, to be honest. Solid, how you doing? How's your? Oh, you're up early, aren't you? I think possibly. What's your prestige now? Just under 14. Just under 14k. I think it's like 13.9 something. Yeah, 13.966. So just under 14. I probably it's not going to happen. But if I were to put some 6 stones into Doom, it would probably get me over 14. I just really don't want Doom to be my profile pick, so I'm not going to put 6 stones into him. I could put, yeah, I suppose 6 stones into. Well, let's see. Let's go with 10. I don't know if that would be enough to get me to... Oh, you gotta be kidding. 4 away. Oh my goodness. Alright, so 2 into Doom should do it. Let's see. Oh, well, we got a bunch of missed... okay. This won't change my profile, but this should get me to 14. Are you kidding me? Oh, I don't want to chance it. I don't want to chance it. Okay, let's do a couple more into Doom. I mean, it's obviously not bad having him as my profile pick. I just really don't want him as the profile pick. Well, let's do the last 4 generics into Apocalypse and see if that will do it. There we go. So just over 14k prestige. Just over 14. And I think that I might still be under the Alliance average. Yep. No matter what I do, I can't get over the Alliance average for prestige. Oh well. If I can get Hercules to rank 4 soon, then I'll definitely be over the Alliance average. Let's see. I've been enjoying Arena. Okay. Well, if you're enjoying Arena, Suicides will definitely make it go quicker. And yeah, if you want to be grinding the battleships, the units from Arena, Suicides will make that a lot easier. A lot quicker. Not necessarily, easier, but definitely a lot quicker. So, I mean, that's the only reason I've got them active all the time. If I didn't do if I didn't do Arena, I would not have Suicide active. But because majority of my time in the game is in Arena, and I don't want to be doing it longer than need be. So yeah, I'm gonna have them active and always have them active. Today you hit 12k. Nice. Solid. If you want to be on voice, let me know and I'll switch out the music and get on Discord. If not, that's fine. Just maybe be a little bit more enjoyable for people to hear something more than just me droning on. The good news is that I got a 6-star Aegon. Ooh, bad news is I'll not be able to dupe him for 4 years. Dude, tell me about it. Gridfield, how you doing? How's your day coming along? Gridfeld. How is the day coming along? Man, so there's been 3 champions now where I've gone and, well, 2 champions where whatever units I had, I bought featured calves for and didn't work out. Namor and Aegon. Aegon, I was trying to get duped. And Namor, I just really wanted Namor. I didn't care if it was a 5 or a 6-star, and I didn't get them. And both of them, so Namor, I think I spent 12,000 units, and Aegon, I think, was 15,000. And then after Aegon, I'm like, I'm never doing that again. Never. And then, not too long ago, I spent about 8,000 units trying to get Hyperion out of featured calves, which was so... Oh, what a waste, because the 7, like... I knew I would be able to get him out of Arena, with the units that I had used for the Cavs. Like 7,000 units refreshing an arena. I don't even know what that would have got me, but like I ended up using about 3,500 units refreshing an arena for him. And I actually didn't need to refresh at all. Because I think I got to like 90 something. And he went for mid or low 60s. So I could have absolutely done that without any refreshing. And so every time I think about it, it pisses me off. It pisses me off that I went and opened so many Cavs for him. But the thing was, I wasn't sure if I would have the time to do the arena. And that's why I was opening the Cavs. If I knew for sure I was going to have the time to do arena, yeah, I would not have opened the Cavs. But that is the last champion I'm going for in arena. Next week, I'm going to break it up and buy the unit bundle. Ooh, it's going good. How are you? I'm doing okay. I can't complain. Yeah, even Hyperion went for featured. You know, it's ridiculous. So, like I said, I spent 12,000 units on featured Cavs for Namor, 15,000 for Aegon, and then about 8,000 for Hyperion. The one champion I got out of featured Cavs, I got 2 featured Cavs, and that was Omega Red. And then yesterday I opened 2 featured Cavs. I was hoping for Omega Sentinel, but I got a 5-star Black Cat. So I think I'm going to just stick with, if there is a champion that I want from featured Cavs, I'm just opening 2. Never try to like go through a bunch of units to get somebody from a featured Cav. Just 2. If I can't get into 2, then it's not happening. And I honestly can't see. I think right now, the only champion I'd be I wouldn't do arena for, at least not as of right now. I don't think I would. But the only champion that I don't have a 6-star that I would really put any effort into would be Omega Sentinel. There's a few that I would like. I would really like a dupe on Ghost. I would like I-Bomb. Strife. I would like Strife, but only because of the Volume 2 challenge. Outside of that, I don't care. I've got a 5-star Strife, and he'd probably be sufficient for the Volume 2 challenge. I prefer to do it with a 6-star. Maury, how you doing? How's your day coming along? 7,000 units is around 13.5 million points, give or take. Yeah, it would be about that. Yeah, because it was 3,500, and I think that added... No, 7,000 would be a lot more than that. Because it was 3,400 units for the Hyperion grind, and I think that ended up being 30 million beyond if I hadn't refreshed. So yeah. But yes, I mean, even the 34, well, the refreshing in general was a waste. Absolutely. But I knew it was going to be my last champion from Arena, and I really wanted Hyperion anyway, so it was, yeah. You want my Black Cat? You know, I know she looks like a good champion and stuff, but usually in general, I'm not all that fussed about new champions. I'm more interested in champions that are suicide friendly, and that's partly why Omega Sentinel was appealing. So yeah, so that's why I prefer Omega Sentinel over Black Cat. Damage-wise, Black Cat is probably the better of the two, but the suicide portion of it, yeah, Omega Sentinel seems like she's going to be really good for that. Really good. So I asked Saul if he wanted to be on voice, and it said that he hasn't said anything. So, George, you didn't say what the bad news was. Oh, the bad news was that you can't get a dupe. Yeah, okay. So, I think of the champions I know, and I'm not that familiar with any of the newer champions, but of the champions I know, I still think only Aegon and Star-Lord need to be awakened. There's a ton where it's a huge benefit. It's all good. So, like I said, if you don't want to be, that's fine. But I just figured if you wanted to be in voice and chat rather than using your fingers to type, that's fine. Yeah, so only... And don't get me wrong, I used a generic on Nick Fury, a generic 6-star gem. But I still feel that only 2 champions, Aegon and Star-Lord, need to be awakened, because you wouldn't play either of those champions unawakened. Other champions you could absolutely play. It's not going to be anywhere near as good, for sure. Like Omega Red. Yeah, Hyperion is definitely feels different. Hyperion sleeping and awakened, but you could play him unawakened for sure. But I don't think there's anybody else. I would use a generic on Ghost if there were Legends runs. Outside of that, I would not use a generic on Ghost. I'll absolutely use a class gem on Ghost. Saw a video where Black Cat healed a Labyrinth Red Hulk in 56 seconds? Yeah. To be honest, I tested Black Cat and she's good. She's a little bit better than Black Panther. In LOL. I hope she's a little bit more than a little bit better than Black Panther. But the only thing with her, though, is she is subject to their rebalancing plan. So how she is at the moment, we don't know if in 6 months that's how she will be. Which, you know, I guess that's fine, because in 6 months she might not be relevant, right? So in 6 months, yeah, if they change her, maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. I just prefer that my whatever champion I get is going to be that way all the time. Black Cat is suicide friendly. Just throw her SP1 into Purifies, but she'd still suffer from recoil though, and she would start off with taking the damage, right? I mean, everybody other than Ghost is going to suffer from recoil, but if a champion like so let's say Null, for example, who is going to take less damage from the bleed and poison, so you could leave them. I mean, he's not going to purify them, but he's also going to heal back the damage he would take from recoil over time. Same thing with like Diablo. Yeah, because Ghost is the only one that can completely get around recoil. Magic would take... Well, as long as Limbo is active, she'll give you some of it back, but because of the poison, it won't be the full amount for recoil. Black Cat is better than Herc and Kitty. Change my mind. You're the one making the statement, so why should I have to change your mind? You should be the one trying to convince me, right? Supersonic, how's it going? I got lucky. Only took me 4 crystals to get her. Ooh, not bad. Not bad, not bad. What's his, you may say, Shakalaka? Not too much. I just hit... I don't know who asked me. Somebody asked me about my prestige, and I figured it was just under 14,000. It was closer to 14,000 than I thought. So we used a couple Sig Stones and got just over to 14,000. So, and unfortunately, I'm still under the Alliance average. Oh man. But well, I don't think I'm going to spend money. But maybe with spring cleaning, I'll be able to get Hercules to rank 4. And once, yeah, Hercules to rank 4, that should get me over. I don't know, though, because the Alliance Prestige has been going up so fast. So even with my a third R4, I might still be under the average. Oh, man, just thinking about that hurts. It hurts my soul. Oh, well. I mean, it ain't about the damage. I mean, Hella can kill him in like 20 hits, but she isn't better than most Cosmic Champs. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's optimistic that Kabam thinks their game will still be around in 6 months. Oh, it's absolutely going to be here for 6 months. It's going to be here for a while. Yeah, it's just about how... Well, actually, no. No, it will definitely be here for 6 months. I think we've got it pretty close to what it is for at least 2 years. Beyond that, I don't know. That all being said, though, like when you consider how they closed shop on Realm of Champions, like I always thought that what would end up happening with this is that we would just not see like monthly EQ, 2 champions. I thought like we would just see a drawback in the amount of work done on the game, But after the way Realm of Champions went, I guess it could end up just being like, yeah, the game isn't profitable. We're just shutting it down completely. So yeah, that would be a possibility. You know what? You got me there. Don't change his mind. Delete his slander comments from his intellectual chat. Alga just took a champ to R3 and used a 6-star generic, passively studying for an exam. Ooh, what's the exam? Still don't have CGR. You're not missing out. He's a fun champion, but no, he's not really a game changer. I really like him for farming. I haven't used him for farming for a long time, but if you wanted to farm, actually, no, I wouldn't use him for farming anymore, actually, because I use Diablo and just auto fight R1 for farming pots. Who did you take to R3? Supersonic? Still don't have. Slagator, how you doing? How's your day coming along? So I keep going back and forth. I kind of want to get Volume 1 Arena Challenges done. I just have the Inhuman Challenge to do. I don't have very many revives. I've got a ton of health pots, but for the amount of revives I've got, I know I'm absolutely going to have to use units to get revives. And I think if I go another week of farming revives, I'll still probably need to buy some revives, but a lot less than I would need to buy. So I keep going back and forth whether I want to do the Inhuman Challenge tomorrow, probably spend maybe about 1,000 units, but then Volume 1 is done, or wait a week and do it next week. It'll probably be just, a couple hundred units. The only thing is this week, so I'm not working today, tomorrow, or Monday, so I got 3 days off. Next week, I only have 1 day off. And that 1 day, I don't know if I want to be bothered with LOL. So that's where my conundrum comes in. I just love his animation for CGR. Yeah, it is pretty cool. And I gotta say, his L2 is pretty crazy, man. The exam is chemical process principles. The champ was Overseer. Oh, Overseer. Okay. I got him just so this is part of the conundrum. Next week is spring cleaning. So here's the thing, though. That's kind of also why I'm thinking just do it now, like tomorrow, get it done, and then I know what resources I've got on hand. But if I'm really close to getting what I need for an R4, I could see spending money. If I'm not really close, like right then and there, like if it is, okay, I need to spend money plus do something, I probably wouldn't spend the money. So that's also another reason why I don't really want to do the Inhuman Challenge tomorrow, because doing the Inhuman Challenge, it will give me a full T3A. And so then I would just need 2 more T3A, and I think I would end up with 1.5 T6B. But yeah, Ugh. Do I drop another 150 on Black Cat crystals? Do it. Do it. That is what money is for, to be spent. Are you just trying to get her duped, or are you trying to get Omega Sentinel then? Or just to see what you're gonna get? No, don't do it. Don't do it. Save it until next week or the week after. Because, I mean, you wouldn't be able to get the champion necessarily. But overall, whatever the spring cleaning is, it's going to be better than a new champion, I think. Why are you working if you aren't going to spend money on MCOC? Good point. Good point. I am working because I needed something to do. And man, it's funny too, because like the first 3 days of training, I was like, nah, I'm not going to do this. And then even the first week of actual doing the job, I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. But I got to say, I like starting at 5 a.m. No, I don't like starting at 5 a.m. I like being done at 1:30 p.m. That's what I like. And I just realized yesterday that they keep offering this VTO, and it's a voluntary time off. And I didn't know how it worked. I thought it was like you had to apply or something. But all it is they email out like when they've got more than enough people on shift on the phones, and wait times aren't high, so they just allow for people to basically just leave their shift. And all you got to do is just respond to the email and say, yeah, I'm going to take the offer for the VTO. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'll just start doing that whenever it's available. You know, if I start work and they offer that and I don't want to work for the day, well, yeah, there we go. I mean, I won't get paid for the day, but that's fine. So that could make it, yeah, something that I could see doing for quite some time, maybe, possibly. Because the one thing I don't like is the 8 hours a day for the 5 days a week. I don't care for that. I mean, I realize that's just what it is. But I'd much prefer to do it, ideally, if I could do it 4 hours a day, I would work 7 days a week. If it was only 4 hours a day. I prefer less time per day as opposed to less days. Like, I don't really care to do it like 4 days a week for the 4 hours. But yeah. Yeah. You know about spring cleaning? No, I thought that was going to be a surprise for you. Just a week of wait, have some stamina? Yeah. Yeah, I need to look and see. I guess I could do that right now. But I need to look and see how much the Star-Lord Challenge and the Sabertooth one costs to get done. I think the Inhuman one will probably be in between the Star-Lord one and the Mutant one, or the Canadian Champion one. But when I did the Sabertooth one, the Canadian one, I had a lot of resources. When I did the Star-Lord one, I didn't have many resources. Yeah. What happens during the spring cleaning? It's just kind of the same idea as July 4th and Cyber Weekend. It's just good offers. It's a little bit different, though, because the way it works, because for July 4th and Cyber Weekend, you buy units, and with those units, you get extras. And in spring cleaning, you buy units, and with the units, you get a currency that you can use in a special store. But I figure that there's going to be a 3 to 4 gem. But I think the 3 to 4 gem, you're going to need to have spent 2 to 3 Odins to get all the currency in order to afford that. So I think there's going to be a 3 to 4 gem. And I think we should see a fair bit of the T3A and T6B resources. If the 3 to 4 gem is a generic or pick your class, I would be really tempted to spend money. But if it's a random class, I absolutely would not spend money. Because if I spend money, I'm just going to get another 3 to 4 sides gem. Oh, that would suck. Doubloons? Yeah. Doubloons. Doubloons is the currency. So basically what they've done, well, actually, I guess in a sense now, they've got it where there are 4 times a year where you want to be, if you're going to spend on the game, there's 4 times a year where it makes the most sense. Spring cleaning, July 4th, Cyber Weekend, and now gifting. And I don't think we would see a new gauntlet this summer. I could see the gauntlet returning this summer, because when the gauntlet was out last year, they had said that it would be back, and whatever you had done the initial time, if you didn't complete it, it would save your progress, so you could kind of complete it when it returns. So anybody who didn't get the gauntlet done last time, when it was first available, they'd be able to finish it off this time. Now, anybody who had already completed the gauntlet, they could go through it again, they just wouldn't get the rewards. So I don't know, and I hope they bring it back for the people, because I mean, that's what they said. So I hope they bring it back for the people who weren't able to complete it the first time. But it'd be really nice if they were to do that, bring back the original gauntlet. Those who didn't complete it would have the opportunity to complete it and get the rewards. And then also have the gauntlet 2, so that people who already did gauntlet 1 would have the new gauntlet. I think that would be really cool. And I prefer that actually over Summer of Pain. I like Summer of Pain, but I much prefer the gauntlet. I'd love a 3 to 4 science for Overseer. I was going back and forth with. I wasn't considering Overseer to take to rank 4, but I was kind of thinking maybe Spidey 2099. The only thing with Spidey 2099, I don't use him a lot. He's not suicide friendly, but you want to be using his specials. So yeah, that wasn't going to work. And a big reason why I ended up taking Cap IW was it was going to be a big bump to Prestige because he's already maxed Sig. And I have him on the team, not all the time, but if I'm running Hercules or CGR, I'll have Cap IW on the team. And yeah, he's not bad to use at all. But I really don't want to do it during the season so much. Actually, you know what? I probably won't do it until I've got Vision at rank 2, but I do want to run Cap IW, Hercules, and Vision for War. So for the upcoming level up, I might end up doing Vision to rank 2. I have a bunch of tech ISO. I think I've got like 500 ISO bricks in total, but I want to get most of them used up before the basic pool updates with the exclusive champions, because I'm going to be opening a bunch of 5-star crystals trying to get Wolverine. Cap isn't in the running for R4 at all. He's fallen off. Yeah, absolutely. But I don't think he was ever. I think he's a really good all-round champion, but I don't think he's a super standout. And like I said, like for me, I'm not using him to fight very often. It's more so having him on the team. And it wasn't, taking him to R4 wasn't really because I'm going to be using him. It was more so what he brings to the team overall. Take that out of it, and then I wouldn't have. Oh wait, I thought that would remove the power game. Okay. If he wasn't as high of a Sig, I would not have taken him to rank 4. But I knew that was going to be a big bump to Prestige. If you're using Mr. Fantastic debuffs, there is no need of using more specials with Spidey 2099, heavy spam, and 20 ruptures from light medium hits than at 1 SP2 finishes the match. Okay. But I don't know, that's not a team I would really run too often. I can't see having the two of them on a team. Because if I had the two of them, I would also have Nick and DPX. So that leaves me only one other champion on the team. And the only time I could see using them would be Cav EQ or monthly EQ. And in that case, it wouldn't really matter because a fight in monthly EQ is going to be done pretty quick anyways. Yeah, I absolutely would not have done Cap IW to rank 4 with resources. But with the gem, yeah. Otherwise, omit Mr. Fantastic and just do a parry before launching SP2 for Spidey 2099. Yeah, the only thing with Spidey 20, like I would have to have, because I used him once without Nick and DPX, and that was not pretty. Oh my goodness, that was not pretty at all. With Nick and DPX, not bad, because he's going to drop off the bleed, heal up a little bit, and then you do 3 whatever amount of heavies, you get to your L2, and the fight's over. So yeah, that didn't work, or that wasn't bad at all. even rank ups. Like the whole approach to the game for me would be very different if not for suicides. Like if I wasn't running suicide, I wouldn't be doing arena like I do. The champions that I would be utilizing would be different. An argument could be made for R4 IBOM. You don't need to make an argument for that. That's a. You got IBOM, you can R4. There you go, done. The decision's been made. No, if I had IBOM as a 6-star, then I would have used the gem on him. No questions about it. But I'm not going to hold on to resources for champion because you just never know when you're going to get them. Plus, no, yeah. If I had IBOM, I don't think I would have used a generic gem on him, but I would have probably wanted to get him duped before I took him to rank 4. But I could. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do a rank 4 unduped though. But everybody that I'm considering for a rank 4, they are duped already. Like skill would be Sung Shi or Nick. Mutant we've already got. Tech I think is going to be Ultron. Mystic would be between Claire and Diablo. Cosmic will be Hercules. Am I missing a class? I said skill, I said mystic. Science is done, so that's irrelevant. Mutant, tech, cosmic. Yeah, okay, we got them all. We got them all. I think my first science R4 might be IBOM or Overseer, but due to the level of use I got from IBOM for IBOM overall, it may be okay. Yeah, I would really like a 6-star IBOM. So if the upcoming feature had IBOM, Ghost, it wouldn't have to have CGR, but if it had IBOM, Ghost, maybe CGR, King Groot, if it had those 4, I would probably be opening the upcoming feature. Because there's nobody who's going to be new, like Blade or Craven, that I would want bad enough to spend the extra shards. So yeah, I don't see opening any 6-star crystals now until the Mega Sentinel featured. Why is he like? I'm hardly doing any. Oh, okay, never mind. I was about to say I'm hardly doing any damage, and then that one hit of the L2 that made up for things a fair bit. I think my first. Okay. I can't wait to take my 6-star IBOM to rank 3. He clears so much content. Yeah, I can see that for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mystic Doom would make the most sense overall, especially if I'm considering Prestige, but I don't want Doom to be my profile picture. And an R4 Doom would be my profile picture for as long as I play the game. Unless I like bought a profile picture or did like a Karina's challenge in the first month or something. But for the most part, for the profile picture, I'm just going to let it be whoever my top champion is. And yeah, Doom at R4 would end up being my profile picture for a long time. And I have nothing against Doom. It's just that it's so common for him as an R4. Which, same thing for Hercules. It's very common to see Hercules as a profile picture as well. But the thing is, too, I'd rather have my profile picture be a champion I like and I use. Doom I don't use. Hercules I do use. So. Then take up Surfer? No. No. No, actually, like, in all honesty, as is right now, I've got the chance. If I were, like, really hardcore for Prestige, I've got the champions to get my Prestige up. I've got Doom, I've got Surfer, and I've got Thor Rags. And I've got two generic Awakening gems. Doom's Awakened, so I can use generic gems on Surfer and Thor Rags and pump 6 stones into them and get them up. But I'm not that obsessed. All for Prestige, I don't care about having high Prestige. I just don't want... I want to be above the Alliance average. That's all. Once I'm over the Alliance average, I'm happy. Boomer, how you doing? How's your Saturday coming along? So that's another incentive to finish off volume 1 is the 50 sig stones, generic sig stones. I used the last few generics that I had just now. I don't know. The generics from volume 1, they'd probably go between Apocalypse and Hercules though. Part of me doesn't want to dupe Doom because he would be my profile pick. Yeah. How are you? I'm doing okay. Low prestige, R4 bot. I know, Matt. I know. How's the job treating you? It's okay. I like it. It's I like that most of the time you're having to think, and that's also because I'm new. So the longer and the more familiar I am with it, it's going to be, just the same thing over and over. Like that's like anything else in life. But I like that, it's a challenge. It's making me think. So yeah, I don't care for the. Actually, you know what? I really haven't had many rude people calling. There have definitely been a few people that are getting frustrated or. The first week or so, because I was slow doing things, because just getting used to things, and I could tell that people were getting annoyed. Capland, absolutely. But outside of that, I have not really had any rude people to deal with. Every time you put 6 stones, you will always be behind your alliance average. It's been happening like that for a while. I know. I know. Yeah, I know. 6 stones aren't going to do it. It's going to be. It needs to be a rank 4. It's the ranking of champions that's going to do it. That's cool. Yeah, I can't complain. It's all right. But it's crazy. Like the training was a month. I've been doing the actual job for about a month. But probably the first week and a half on the job, I learned more than I did for the whole month of trading. But I mean, that's how that goes, right? Like you could be in school to be whatever, an engineer or something or whatever for, years. And then your first 6 months doing the job, you learn so much. I saw I got 6-star Hyperion through Discord. I did that arena, and that is the last champion that I will be going for in arena. The only other 2 that I could see considering would be a dupe for Ghost if she's in the feature. I could see considering that, and then possibly Omega Sentinel in the basic. I don't know if I would do that though. The dupe on Ghost in the feature would make the most sense, really. Because I think Ghost would probably go not too high. I'd probably need to use some units for refreshing, but I think 120-ish should be good for her in the future. We learn 10 times more when it comes to practical than Yeah, absolutely. Well, and that's the thing too, right? Like for the training, the scenarios that we were doing, so it made sense because the scenarios that we were doing in training gave you the basics, right? But the scenarios that we did in training, you'd almost never see. At least I have almost never seen in practice. But in practice, they're all the basic components we got from training, which is the point. Which is absolutely the point. But it's crazy too, because my first week, almost every call I took, I needed to have support or assistance. And now it's I only actually go to support just to make sure when it's something that's a little bit complex, before I get started, I just want to make sure what I'm planning to do is the right way to do it. And then quite often I'll be waiting for support, and while I'm waiting, I'll be reading, info on what I'm looking for support for, and usually I'm able to find the answer anyways. So, I mean, all this being said, maybe in 2 months I'll find out everything I've been doing has been wrong. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, and back I am, as promised. Okay. Okay. But yeah, so the job is with an airline, so you get free flights with the airline. Well, pretty much free. You can go standby and it's completely free, where you don't pay anything but taxes, or you can pay to have a confirmed seat, but you only pay half. But I don't know. I'm too damn lazy to plan to go somewhere, and really the only place I could see going, well, outside of the country, anyways, is to go see my parents. So that may end up happening. Well, I mean, I'll go see them regardless. But if I could go see them without having any real expense to get there, it wouldn't be bad at all. Man, this job would have been perfect when I was in my 20s. Because when I was in my 20s, I was all like energetic and wanting to travel and see stuff, and now I'm just old and lazy. I don't want to do anything or go anywhere. Oh, man. But yeah, when I was in my 20s and traveling, the most expensive part of the traveling was usually the airfare. So maybe it would still be the same now. But now I think I would probably... So before shit hit the fan with the pandemic, I was really considering going back to Mongolia, but just for the food. Yeah, I was just going to be for the food. Because out of anywhere, any food I've ever had, it's the one thing that I really remember about Mongolia. It's just, I really like the food. What's your job? Asking for a friend? It's call center for an airline. So like if you need to make a book a flight or make changes, I'm the one you talk to. And I'll be like, nope, just walk. No changes for you. Start walking. But it's nice. It's work from home. So, I mean, the commute is not terrible at all. You were still young and energetic? No, man. When I was like... So, let me see. I finished school at 21. Worked for a year. Traveled for a year. Worked for like 2 years. Traveled for half a year. Yeah, so probably up until 28. I didn't have a job longer than about a year and a half. Because basically I would work for about a year, travel for about 6 months, find another job for a year, travel for 6 months. Now I just, and when I was younger, like I had no problem with like not knowing what was coming, right? Like I was fine with the unexpected and stuff. Now, if something happens and it gets me out of my comfort zone, I get all pissed off. Well, just like, okay, like for example, when the text scrolling on the screen with the song that's playing, when that doesn't work, that frustrates the hell out of me. Like I'll stop the stream and spend like 5 minutes trying to figure out why that's not working, and it doesn't matter at all. But yeah, no, okay, so like for example, I was going from Germany to Mongolia, so I had to go uh, from Berlin. Had to go through Poland, Belarus, Russia, and then into Mongolia. And going between Germany into Poland, I when I was going, I didn't need any kind of documentation, just my passport. But I got to the Polish border, and they wouldn't let me cross. They wouldn't let me cross into Poland because they told me that I needed to have a transit visa to go through Poland. And everything I had seen and looked at didn't suggest that at all. So then I'm stuck at the border between Germany and Poland. I've got no way to get back to Berlin to get things sorted out. And I'm there for like half an hour. I'm like, well, what the hell am I going to do? So one, I tried to get on another bus and just like pay them cash, but they wouldn't let me because I didn't have a ticket. Okay. So finally, I just stood in front of somebody who was driving across and just hitchhike. Now, if something like that were to happen, I'd probably just sit there and cry. And then in Mongolia, I ended up in jail for like an evening. Same thing. Now, if that were to happen, I'd probably sit there and cry. At the time when it happened, I was pissed off. But afterward, I was like, well, hey, that was an adventure. But yeah. You work from home sounds great. It's actually not bad in the winter when it's crappy outside, and you know that you don't have to worry about warming up your car or taking transit or anything like that. No, I'm not a criminal. So I didn't realize it at the time, but it's a scam. And so what they were doing, because I was a tourist, they were telling me that I needed to be paying to leave Mongolia. It wasn't a thing. But they wanted like $40 or something like that. And so because I still am pretty stubborn. So I was stubborn, and I'm like, well, no, I don't. I have the visa to be in Mongolia, and I have the visa to be in Russia. So there's nothing I need to pay. And they're like, nope, transit, need to pay. I'm like, no, I don't. And so then they took me and had me in a cell for a little bit. And then I realized, well, I was like, wait a second, it's $40. If I just give them the $40, I get back on the train and I go on my way. If I don't, then I'm going to have to get a brand new train ticket, and who knows when I'm leaving. So yeah, I gave him the $40, went back on the train, and it was all good. But I mean, that's 20 years ago. I don't think that's still going on. And I didn't do anything, damn it. It was what was done to me. I think that's probably, and at the end of the day, really, like considering the shit that could go down when you're somewhere that you don't know anybody and stuff, that was not bad at all. And I honestly think that was probably the worst thing that has ever happened to me traveling. So considering that would probably be the worst thing, I can't complain. And especially when I take into account all the good things. Like for example, so I get into Ulaanbaatar, the capital of Mongolia. It's like 2 a.m. I go to a taxi to take me to the hostel. They take me to the hostel, but there's like it seems like it's an abandoned building, and I'm outside. I'm like banging on the door. There's nobody coming. There's no lights on, and I'm like, well, what the hell am I gonna do? Anyway, so the taxi driver doesn't speak English, but he communicates to just he'll. Anyways, he ends up taking me to his house. I'm there for like 3 hours. He fed me. I had a shower. There was something I needed to do. There was something. There's something to do with visa or something. I can't remember. But anyways, so he took me where I needed to go to get that sorted out. So he spent like 3 hours or 4 or 5 hours with me. Not as part of his fare, just because there was this lost stranger in the middle of Mongolia, and he took pity on me. So I mean, yeah, I think that far outweighs the border guards trying to rob me. And again, the border guard thing was $40. So what? So whatever, right? So, well, welcome back, Parasite. Man, it's crazy. Without doing arena like I did, how slowly I'm accumulating battle chips. Jeez. Like I was getting 1,000,000 battle chips probably every week and a half of arena. Now it's probably like 3 or 4 weeks to get 1,000,000 battle chips. That's pretty cool of them. Yeah, it was. It was. One of the craziest things, though, for any traveling, was I was going. So this was on the way out of Mongolia. Initially, the plan was start off in Germany, go to Mongolia, go back to Germany, and then figure out what I was going to do from there. Because I knew I was going to be out of Canada for 8 months. So on the way back, when I was leaving Mongolia, I think I was on the train in Russia, going through Russia, and for whatever, it was around Christmas time. And I'm not a Christian, I'm not a religious person whatsoever, but I don't know why, but I just decided I wanted to be in Rome for Christmas. So I got back to Moscow, and I was supposed to get a train to go back to Berlin, but I decided I wanted to go to Rome. So then I got a train to go to Hungary. And while I was in Budapest, I met some people from Slovenia. So I ended up going to Slovenia to meet up with them after I was in Budapest. And then on the way from Slovenia to Italy, I met somebody on the train, and we just started talking randomly. And so I was supposed to go from Ljubljana, which was the capital of Slovenia, and I was supposed to go directly to Rome. But we're talking, and she asked if I want to hang out with her for a few days. So then I ended up getting off the train before Rome in this little town, like maybe 4 hours outside of Rome. And so we get off the train. It's like middle of the afternoon. We leave our stuff at her house, and we go to one of her friends for dinner. And we're there having dinner and stuff like that. And the friend's like, "Oh, so where are you from?" So, okay, Northern Canada, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, "Oh, my uncle used to do expeditions or studying in that part of the world." He brings out this book. And there's pictures in the book of Northern Canada. And it's of people I knew when I was a kid for where I was. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I thought it was so crazy. Like, it's just so random. And then I ended up in Rome I was only going to be there for Christmas and New Year's. And then I ended up there for 3 months. And then, like 3 days before leaving Italy, I went to Florence. And I was like, well, shit, I should have spent the 3 months in Florence. Sounds like you sure did travel when you were younger. Like I said, I was adventurous and full of energy. Now, just the thought of sleeping somewhere other than my bed, oh, it's terrible. I think I think in total it was between 40 and 60 some countries I ended up in. I lived in Napoli for 2 years, didn't want to come back. Okay. So is that like is that Naples then, or is that like just outside of Naples? I went to Naples for a day just to go to Pompeii. And so yeah, for Naples I didn't see anything, just the train station. Um, but Pompeii was kind of neat. I wish I had I wish I had gone to see more of Italy while I was there though. But like I was working at a hostel, I was working every day. Um, and your accommodation was free. You got €20 a day, and you had free. So like there were things around the hostel, like a bunch of food places, a laundromat, and you could get those services for free because you worked at the hostel. So basically, yeah, I lived there for free for 3 months, and the work wasn't bad. It was just the front desk of the hostel. I had the evening shift, so it wasn't bad at all. I'd get up, I started work at like 6 or 8 in the evening. Um, then I'd go to bed at like 4 a.m. I'd get up because when I was younger too, I didn't need as much sleep. So I'd go to bed at 4 a.m. I'd get up at 8 a.m. and then I'd just walk around Rome. Like I'd go to the Vatican or go to the Colosseum or the Spanish Steps or whatever, just hang out. Like it was not. Although I did find I would go through periods where I did not want to be around people at all. Like when I was working, I just did not want to talk to people. Even when I was working, I didn't want to talk to people. So many great things about Naples. Did you make it to Capri? No. Naples was the furthest south that I got. I wish there's a couple things I wish I had done. One, I wish I had just like for working at the hostel said, okay, hey, I'm going to come back, but I'm going to go away for a week. And I wish I had gone to Croatia and Greece. And then also I wish I had gone and seen more of Italy. Because being so close already, like for Greece and Croatia, it would have just been a matter of going across the water, right? Yeah. But at the time it was like, oh, I got to work because I need the €20 a day. But yeah. And I've always had this thing about being in debt. So I didn't want to use my credit card to pay for things. So yeah. So if I didn't have the money to pay off the credit card, I wouldn't buy something. But yeah, looking back on it now, absolutely I should have gone into debt for that kind of stuff. So what did you do in Napoli? And did you intend to be there 2 years, or did you just like it just happened that you stayed there that long? Well, I think too that they, at least when I was there, they said the best pizza in Italy was in Naples. I think I did have a slice of pizza while I was there, and it was okay. Actually, I ended up there was a Chinese restaurant. No, wait, where was it? There was somewhere. Oh yeah. There was a Chinese restaurant across from the hostel in Rome. I ended up eating there quite a bit. I ate there, and then I had a lot of Middle Eastern food. And then when I was in Beijing, I had a lot of McDonald's. It's probably the most I've ever eaten at McDonald's was in Beijing. Stationed on land, U.S. Navy. Okay. So then, like you knew that was how long you were going to be there. So were you stationed anywhere else in Europe? You were paid extra to live off base? Oh, rough life, eh? Hmm. So then, did you have to arrange your own accommodations then? Or did you have assistance with that? It's funny. So there were a couple times where I would just get on this subway or buses in Rome and just like go to different areas of the city. And it was so weird being like not in the tourist area. It was like any other regular suburbs, which absolutely makes sense, right? But because of like where the hostel was, it was around, all the stuff. So you just see all of these, monuments and stuff. So you just figure the whole city, that's what it's got to be, right? But you just, you go out of the downtown core like half an hour and it's like, oh, this is just like, the suburbs of Calgary or Toronto or any other city. I got to be stationed in Australia, ended up in Italy for 2 years. Australia, Italy, no big difference, right? Okay, I didn't know that you could request where you ended up. Inba, how's it going? How's Act 6 coming along? You know, I don't know what it is. Like, I know a lot of, like, my brother would really like to go to Australia, and I know a lot of other Canadians that would like to go to Australia and New Zealand. New Zealand more so for me, but for I don't know why, but Australia really doesn't have, is not appealing for me. I mean, if I could go for free, absolutely, but one of the things is I don't like the heat too much, and there's a lot of scary things in Australia. So I think New Zealand would be pretty cool. I'd like to go to New Zealand. New Zealand and Iceland would be two places I'd like to go. And I think like I'm not an outdoorsy person, but to be outdoors there would be pretty cool. Which I mean, it's a kind of silly thing to say because being outdoors in Canada is pretty nice too. But I have no desire to be outdoors here. Well, not in the winter, anyways. $19 past to go. You really want to go to Iceland? Any reason in particular? I want to go because it just seems very easy to get around. Like you could, one because majority of the people speak English, and then it's not like super busy. You could just rent a vehicle or take a tour, and you know, I think a place like that, renting a vehicle and just like doing your own thing, would be really the way to go. I think a bigger place, like with lots of monuments and history. I mean, Iceland has a lot of history, but like, so when I went to Israel, it was on a tour, and I don't think if I were to go back, I would probably want to go on my own. But the first time going, absolutely being on tour was absolutely the way to go because there was just so much information where I would have had no clue. Like I would have gone and seen things, but I would have had no clue about what I was seeing. And then also for Iceland, it would be more just to the scenery, right? But yeah, it does look pretty cool for sure. Yeah, I don't think so. Like most of the people that work for the airline that I do, like I think a lot of them when they're good to take using their free flights and stuff, they're going to like Hawaii or Mexico or um, uh, Dominican Republic, like tropical places. I can't blame them at all. Oh my lord, what the hell? Holy jeez! Um, can't blame them for sure. But I would much prefer going to like some place like Iceland or after watching Vikings, Norway. I would like to go to Norway or Sweden. And it's funny because prior to watching Vikings, I had no interest for Scandinavia whatsoever. But after that, I was like, oh man, that's scenery. That's insane. Insane in the membrane. Oh, damn. When I lived in Seattle, I had a girl in BC, went to Vancouver every weekend. I love Canada. Okay. How long did it take you to go between the two? Because I'm guessing, like, if they're just waving you through at the crossing, it wouldn't be bad. But if they, were asking questions each time, it would probably take some time. But yeah, BC's quite nice. Did you ever get over to Vancouver Island? Actually, that's something I've been thinking of. So, um, we get quite a few calls from one place on Vancouver Island in particular, and I'd never even heard of the place until this job. But it seems like it's a pretty popular place. It's not very large, and I've kind of been thinking of maybe just going there to see what it's like. Go there for like if I got a couple days off. But then how would I do arena? I took a shuttle. I think it was no more than 45 minutes. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, so an hour and a half of commute a weekend. Not bad at all. My favorite thing, my favorite thing about Vancouver was the drive to Whistler. It was so scenic. They rarely even checked our ID on the shuttle bus. Okay. So I went with a friend. He was working in Kelowna, which is a little bit north of Vancouver, northeast of Vancouver. And why? I don't remember. Anyways, so we went to just outside of Vancouver, stayed with his aunt for an evening, and then we went to Seattle. And when we were, and at the time, I had dreadlocks, and yeah, fair enough. Like, people would obviously think I was a drug dealer or whatever, right? Or doing whatever. So we're going across the border. We're in the line of cars, and I'm like, they're gonna pull us over and ask us extra questions. She's like, no, they're not. They never pull me over when we're going. And I'm like, okay. So there's a car in front of us. We're the next one to go, where the guy's gonna wave us through or pull us off to the side. The guy looks me dead in the eye, and then he points us over to the side for extra check. And I'm like, yep, told ya. I mean, it didn't take long. Just a couple questions, and then we were on our way, but yeah. It's funny, too. I've had more problems coming. So that was actually probably the only time where going to another country, I've had any extra checks. For like about a year and a half, 2 years, every time coming back to Canada, I'd always have extra screening. And it was weird because there was one time when I went to Sri Lanka, I was using my British passport, and when I came back to Canada, it was not a problem whatsoever. But when I was traveling with my Canadian passport, they would always check me. I haven't been out of Canada in like at least 3 years now. I don't even know if I know what to do in an airport anymore. My friend is on the suspicious name list, so he gets searched every time. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, for me, it was because I looked suspicious. I think I'd be fine now. I'm just bald. But yeah, when I had the dreads, yeah, I the first couple times I was like, what's the deal? And then I eventually I was like, okay, I can't blame them. Man, that'd be so inconvenient though, right? Like if your name matches or is close to somebody who's on a no-fly list and you're trying to, go through security and stuff, or even just book a flight, that would suck. Ooh, this ain't gonna do him in, is it? This was a bad... Oh, no. This was not good. Oh, it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. So how long until you're all done, Act 6, do you figure, Simba? You said 19 paths, right? I'm thinking by the latest next week Sunday. Oh, okay. Not too bad. Not too bad though. Ooh. Ooh. This could suck. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, that's how things are gonna start. Uh-oh. Oh my lord. We're almost done with the basic. Holy crap. All right. Man, it's gone by quick. It's crazy how much faster Arena will go. I'm just sitting here shooting the shit as opposed to like sitting down and just concentrating on Arena. It seems like it takes forever. You know what I might do, Simba? I might try to have like resources on hand for when 8-1 drops. And we could have a race to see who gets it done. No, we can't. No. No. You would definitely get it done before me. Well, if I'm not working, we could race. Because I'd have nothing else to do. I would do arenas in voice chat or when I'm watching shows, yeah. I mean, that's why I started streaming for the most part, was just to have people to chat with when doing arena. Yeah, no, because when 8-1 drops, I think it will still be the same. Like, I'll still be doing arena Monday to Saturday, and then Sundays kind of when I would do anything else in the game, or just do nothing. Because I think that's... I'd be willing to wait for a weekend to do 8-1. Yeah, you could absolutely get it done in a day or two. Well, I guess for me, it would really depend. Arena all day here. That's it. That's how it was for me, Slygator, until I started working. But actually, if I were to go back to like having nothing to do all day, I wouldn't go back to doing arena like I did. I would stick with what I'm doing currently, just the milestone. Well, a little bit beyond the milestones. I'm going for the top 30% for the basic of the feature. But yeah, like it's crazy how quickly the shards were building up and the battle chips though. When I was doing arena like all the time. Let me just, I'm pretty sure we're done. AQ. No, doesn't want me to see. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, look at that time. It came back just as I sat down. I'm in IT, plenty of time to grind while waiting on processes to finish. Okay, what do you do? What do you do in IT? Yeah, we're all done. We are all done. Well, RBG. I think, yeah, probably all three are done. Oh snap! Oh snap! What? Oh, what? And we're only... Uh-oh. Wait, I guess somebody... Okay, because there's only 7, so there's still 3 people. Oh, okay. Well, we got 3 hours, so it's all good. We're all good. Yeah, I did IT until I retired. Oh, damn. Are we short one person? So 7, 8, 9. I think we're short a person. Oh shit. Or somebody just didn't join yet. Okay. Well then. Oh wow. I'm pretty sure we're at 30. Yeah. So somebody just didn't join. Oh snap! Somebody got ghost from a basic, a 6-star basic. I don't know why I'm going to bother doing that. Yeah, arena wouldn't be bad to do if you've got a job where you've got a lot of time downtime at all. Because yeah, like if you need to, you could just put the phone, like pause it, put the phone down, come back, and as long as the game hasn't crashed, you just pick up where you were. I got it. I'm liking the auto fighting through ROL though, because I set it to auto fight with Diablo. Check back every half hour or an hour or so. And just restart, and yeah, the health pots definitely build up. Oh, I was thinking it was the knockdown. Well, I guess not. Okay. Oh, we're less than 100,000 away. Cool. Oh, just 70,000. Okay. So we'll do a little bit of the summoner trials. Probably get all the R5s run. I just don't want to be doing the Sinister 6 fights because it's just the same opponents over and over and over. Ugh. So what do you guys think for Black Cat? Is she going to go high in arena? I've got her at 182. I have no idea. I just know that, you know, she looks pretty hyped for damage potential, but outside of that, I have no idea. Justin, how you doing? Oh, we're done. We're done with the basic. All right, let's do a bit. Well, we'll do this final one, and then we'll get into summoner trials. How's your day coming along, Justin? What you got going now? Now, I don't get why his L1, Miles L1, is so easy to evade, but I can't evade Spider-Man's, OG Spider-Man's, or Symbiote Spider for their L1s. Do you think 8.1 is going to have a substantial amount of R4 resources? Or do you think it's going to kind of... Like, I think we're going to see... I'm guessing it's probably going to be 2 to 3 gems, right? Like how Act 7 had 1 to 2 gems. I would assume that Act 8 will have 2 to 3 gems. How much here do we need to do to finish off? Get better? I'll be back. All right, Arnold. I'm going to do a bit of the trials. I'll probably be here about another 20 minutes. Yeah, it would make sense for it to have the 2 to 3 gems. So what would it be? What was it for 7.1? Was it on completion there was a generic 1 to 2 gem? And then, I guess, rather than asking, why don't I just go look, right? Die! Well, I guess not. Okay, there we go. Oh! Oh! Okay. So it was a random class. Okay. So I could see that being the same thing, but being a 2 to 3. Yeah. That's a 25%? Okay. Oh. Okay, so it's on completion for the 1 to 2. Yeah, I mean, I prefer generic, obviously, but I could see the completion for each one being a 2 to 3 class. Okay. Huh. And then the overall. Yeah, okay. Okay. So I was just over 18,000 units yesterday, and then I went and opened the 2 calves. At least I got something to show for it, but I want to get back to... I don't know. Maybe I won't finish Volume 1 tomorrow. I want to get back to 20,000 units. So how many paths in Act 6 are you trying to get done a day, Simba, or just whatever you got energy and resources for? Are you having to change up your team like every path, or are you finding you're able to use the same team for the most part? yeah. Man, I hate how that unstoppable lasts so long from his L2. Jeez. There we go. There we go. What? Are you kidding me? Come on. I looked up for a second. I didn't realize she was invisible. And there I am trying to hit her. Nothing's landing, obviously. It's all good, though. It's all good. We're done now. Done now. Oh, yeah. And it changes teams about every path, but Shi has been on a lot of the teams. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. So I was watching Buddy Lee in doing one of the Volume 2 challenges for AOL, and with Shi, I'm gonna have to play him completely different than I play him for farming. So he's good for one of the bosses, and there are a lot of evade and unstoppable paths that he makes easy. Yeah, I'm trying to do a minimum of 1 path a day. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Trying to heavy. Nope, no heavying today. No heavying today. I ain't putting up with none of that nonsense. It just seems so sad how slowly the battle chips are accumulating. Oh, yep. It's gonna make the most sense there. Yep. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. What I've been doing is using my energy during the day to get revives, then use units on refills to do as much as possible. There are days where I get 1 path and days where I get 5. Okay. Yeah, I think I've got energy refills in overflow now because I went back to farming. 536. So energy refills and revives, rather than the auto fighting for farming the health pods. And I'm doing a lot because I got an easy. Okay. Yeah, that'd be nice if you've been doing paths that take a little bit of time to get through, and then you get to something that's cheesable, or you can just get through it really quick. It would definitely feel nice. 18 paths to go. Okay. Okay. One at a time. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not like you can do any more than one at a time anyway, so. Yeah. Ooh, no. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do... Wait. Oh, yeah, okay. I knew there was a reason I just... Just sure if I was coming or going there for a moment. Axe thinks it's weird. Half the paths are easy, and the other half has me using rank 4 or 5 stars. I'm assuming that the 8-1 is going to be along the lines of 7. Oh no! I was going to say, could you see 5 stars being banned for 8-1? But I don't think we would see 5 stars banned until we have 7 stars, and we're not going to have 7 stars by 8-1. Oh, well, I guess we're going to eat this L3. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I really don't care. I barely use 5 stars. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be so much. It would be more for the kind of like how when the 4 stars were banned, it wasn't that people were using them necessarily. It was more because then you couldn't use the synergies, right? Although I don't know. I don't know if there's a single synergy that I use that I don't have it with 6 stars. No, the Tagger one with Kitty. I don't have, or the Kitty one with Tagger. I don't have Tagger as a 6 star. I think that might be the only one. And then if I wanted Strife for Apocalypse, I don't have Strife as a 6 star. Although actually I don't have Strife on the team very often anyways, if I'm running Apocalypse. So I think it would only be the one, the Tagger synergy for Kitty. Back? Well, welcome back. Yeah, I can't think. Because the synergies I would use for CGR, I've got them all at 6. The synergies I would use for well, the only synergy I use for Hercules is Cap IW. And for the DPX, I've got DPX at 6. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't really affect me either. Yeah. Oh snap! He came in hard and fast there. I gotta catch you off guard. It didn't work, bro. It did not work. Holy Trinity. I've only got Starkey, but I don't use that synergy at all. I don't even know. I don't. Even if I had the 3 of them as 6 stars, I don't think I'd be using that. I mean, I can't see. No, I wouldn't use Starkey. It would probably just be Blade and Ghost Rider that I could see really using. Really? Yeah. I don't know if there's any one synergy team really. Well, no, Nick and DPX, I utilize that a lot, especially in incursions. Oh, you know another? Oh, this one. This one would absolutely suck. So I don't have Odin as a 6-star. So if I wanted to use Angela, I wouldn't be able to apply the Odin pre-fights. Get 5 stars for that. That would suck. Because I use her a fair bit. I used her quite a bit for 7-4 actually. I probably used her maybe about as much as Hercules. No, I don't run Nick, Quake, and Ant-Man. No, I never did the Quake synergy with Nick at all. Yeah. Well, I never used Quake to begin with. Roblox, how you doing? Starkey is so good. He is. And when I'm trying to think when I was using Blade and Starkey, I was probably running Suicides at the time. Oh, I think probably though at the time I was probably taking them off a lot because yeah, I think back then I would use them for arena, take them off Saturday evening, leave them off Sunday when arenas weren't going on. Probably. But yeah, I wouldn't want to run Starkey with sides very much. If the fight would be done in a L2, it wouldn't be bad. Doing good. Been a while. I've watched one of your streams. Starting to get back into MCOC. Okay. I'm not streaming anywhere near as frequently as I was. I don't like building up poison. Yeah, but I mean, if you've got Blade on the team, you start off with 3. So that's a little bit better. But you still gotta build up the other 7. What is he counterspelling? I didn't have any. Oh, did I have Dex on me? Yeah, so my Diablo auto fighting team, that's all 6. I use 5-star Dragon Man just because the 6 stars on war defense. I'm just thinking of the teams that I use on a regular basis. So the Diablo team for farming, that's all 6. The Sungshi Hercules team for farming, that's all 6. Yeah, it would only be Angela's the only champion that I would use on a pretty regular basis. That it would depend on a 5-star. Dex, yeah. Yeah, it was probably counterspell before I saw the icon. And then actually, yeah, the war yesterday was the first time I used a 5-star in war in a long time, and it wasn't not a good idea. Well, yeah, no, I think if it was a 6-star where I died, it probably would have been okay. I think it was just a 5-star didn't have the health pool or the damage to get through it quick enough. Uh-oh. This is the first time after 4 seasons we were winning the first war. Yeah, we lost the first one by... I don't know if it was close or not. We had 160, they had 190. Which... Because I thought the winner got an extra 50,000 points. Meaning they would have had 140. But, well, they definitely beat us. It wasn't close. But I think we've gone a couple times where, like, the first 3 wars we've won. And then, yeah. Because we'll get to, like, tier 3 or tier 2 in this during the season. And then once we get to, like, tier 2, we don't do too well. Which is why we're still plat 3. Because if we were doing better at tier 2, we'd be plat 2. So. But I am quite okay remaining in plat 3. Uh-oh. Whew. And then with the buff to war rewards, yeah, it's not too bad. An extra 10,000 6-star shards? No. I think it's... Because I think it was 7... Yeah, I think it's an extra 10,000. Because, yeah, it was 15,000 previously, and now it's 25. Once I get Hercules to rank 4, I'd be okay putting 6 stones into Doom. Because once I get Hercules to rank 4, yeah, he'll be the profile pick, and he's already at a pretty decent 6, so there's no way Doom at rank 3 would take over. So then, yeah, I could put 6 stones into Doom, which would still contribute to prestige. Yeah. I just scaled up the upper tier rewards. That's it. Okay. I think that's usually like when they're buffing war rewards, it's really only the higher end that really sees the impact. It's not. Yeah, it's not too much of a difference for the lower or mid-tier wars, which I suppose is a way to, have people try to move up, to incentivize people to get to, plat 2 and stuff. Which is funny, right? Because, the higher you are, the less you really need those rewards. It's the people in the silver and the gold that, those rewards would be a huge benefit. They're definitely not as beneficial to people in Masters and Plat 1. But that's how it goes. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. I don't know why I'm overthinking it. Yeah. I gotta say, though, I do like the AQ rewards that we get. Oh, the glory. Wow, the rewards in general are definitely good. But the glory, jeez. I think I'm close. It's pretty close to like 6,000 glory per week. They're just behind R4 materials, that's it. Other than that, all are crap for them. Yeah. Yeah, because the 6-star Nexus, or even the shards, if you're saving the shards for features, then okay. But the 6-star Nexus, that's really not going to be impactful for somebody at Masters. Because by that point, you've got all of the 6 stars you want, probably at least R3. Anyways. And then, honestly, I don't know if you would be that worried about R4s once you've got your top 5 R4s who are, the highest prestige, right? Like if you've got, because damage-wise, you're not going to see that big of a difference between an R3 and an R4. It's going to be the prestige where it's going to be the big difference. So if you're already capped out at the prestige, like if you've got Doom, Thorax, Omega Sentinel, well, maybe not her because she's quite new, Surfer, you're probably not really looking to R4 others. Not for actual use, anyways. Like, yeah, if I was already... if I had been 14.2, 14.5 prestige, and I had that 3 to 4 gem, I would not have taken Cap IW to rank 4. I would have kept the gem until I had I-Bomb, probably just I-Bomb, awakened and added decency, and then used it on him. But I wanted to get my prestige. Well, I knew it wasn't going to take it over the average, but I definitely wanted to get closer. And to be honest, I'm okay. Like, I want to be above the average, but I'm okay where I am now. Being over 14K, I'm comfortable there. Now, I obviously will benefit from getting Hercules to rank 4. But it's not, the incentive isn't going to be as much as it was initially about the prestige for him. But I could see maybe having him as my first rank 5. Like I definitely wanted Apocalypse as my first rank 4. But for the champions I've got currently, I could see Hercules as my first rank 5. I don't know if there's anybody else I have that I could see. Maybe Ultron? Because he'll probably be my first rank 4 tech. When you were low 13K, your alliance was 13.9 something. Now you're 14K and they're still ahead of you. Yeah, it's tough to catch up. Well, yes, but it's just a matter of, it's not about sig level. It's about rank, right? Like, you're gonna have high prestige with rank 4s. That's where the, like, if you're after prestige, that's what you need to be after. You need to be after rank 4s. So, for example, if you're trying to get your prestige up and there's the opportunity at Sig Stones or rank 4 materials would make more sense. Oh no! And I still can't. Actually, no. I did dex it the other day. I don't know if I just got lucky or if it's actually been changed back to where, or at least where I can dex it. Yeah, like as long as I can get Hercules to rank 4 in the next month and a half, I'll be over the Alliance average. And yeah, well, to be fair, if I used the Mystic Stones that I've got, if I put them into Doom, I'd be over the Alliance average. But Yeah, I'm not going to put them into 2. I mean, maybe I should. Because Diablo's already pretty high sig. Maybe I'll have to take a look and see how much of a difference like another 26 stones into Doom would be. But I think we're going to see a big jump in prestige over spring cleaning and then July 4th. Now I'm able to Dex Korg. I think they have... Okay. So yeah, the other... Like, I had to stop trying. I was just blocking all the time. And then the other day, I just happened to do it. So yeah, maybe... Maybe it was resolved the same time the issue with Ghost was. With her phasing recoil. What is the yellow icon in the home screen next to the stash? I think that's the rankings. Like where you can see the leaderboard for like your strongest team and stuff. I think that's what that is. It used to be like a... Wait, is that what it is? Because it used to be like a cup. Let's see. There's a hotfix coming this week for the crossbones correction. Okay, no, that's not it. Oh, yeah, it's the beta. Yeah. Okay, so we got to 2.6. We got the basic done. We got the feature done. Oh, the feature was already done. All right. Well, I think that is about it. But yeah, no, it's the beta tab is to, which I don't really know why, because all it is like if you've already joined the beta or whatever, why do I have the tab there or the button there? But yeah. Oh snap! Damn. You didn't sign up? I always do. The only thing I ever do on the beta though is just open crystals. Well, no, there was one time I didn't actually play anything, but I looked at the nodes for the act. But outside of that, yeah, I've never utilized beta access. And now, even less so. Like, I hardly have any time to play the game in general, so the time I do have, I'm definitely not going to be spending on a beta. Okay. All right, well, that is it for me for this stream. Mission accomplished. But yeah, thanks for coming hanging out, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care.